Hi my followers and future followers. As you noticed, the main focus of my channel has been on Xiaomi products, and well, Xiaomi had a pretty big day yesterday, probably the biggest day of the year, because they announced three new major products, and I just thought I'm gonna make a quick introduction of those products to you guys. Now the first product they unveiled yesterday is the new flagship device to their notebook range. It's the new Mi Notebook Pro. With the new flagship, they're going after the current alpha of the premium notebooks. Yes, you guessed it right, the one with Apple logo and Pro in its name. Well, judging by the specs and specifically the price, Xiaomi has made a really interesting notebook. The Notebook Pro will be the biggest of Xiaomi's laptops to date. It has 15.6-inch screen, which is covered by Gorilla Glass 3, and has the resolution of not so amazing Full HD. Actually, the resolution may be the softest spot on this magnesium alloyed notebook. Luckily, Xiaomi did use some quite narrow bezels, only 6.25mm, and when you add the weight, which is only 1.95 kilograms to the equation, then you get a laptop with pretty big screen and pretty reasonable footprint. And the area where Xiaomi beats the Apple is the ports. The Chinese Apple has more wormholes than its bigger American role model. It has two USB-A, two USB-C, full-size HDMI and SD card slot. The i5 version of the notebook costs around $850. The i7 version will be around $2 extra on top of it. But keep in mind that those are the China's domestic prices. The second product Xiaomi showed us is the all-new Mi Note 3. Well, luckily this time around, the waiting time for the successor of Mi Note 2 was only a year, not 2 years like after the Mi Note 1. With the Mi Note 3, Xiaomi made some bold moves, some that I like and some that I don't like so much. So first the ones that I like. First, instead of using flagship processor, they've switched to Snapdragon 660, which still is bonkers fast, and with the resolution of Full HD, there shouldn't be any seeable difference to the Snapdragon 835. And on top of that, they've dropped the display with curved edges, because, let's be honest, it wasn't quite as useful as it is on Samsung phones. With those moves, they can hopefully sell the phone with a better price. The thing I'm quite neutral about is the camera. The Mi Note now has the same twin camera setup like the Mi 6, and the main selling point of the camera is the bokeh effect on the portrait shots. Though it has 2x optical zoom, but I rather prefer the low light performance. The things that I don't like is the new display size. It's dropped to 5.5 inches from the last year 5.7 inches. Come on Xiaomi, it's 2017 and it should be the Note phone. And the battery size is quite mediocre as well. It's now 3500 milliamp hours. When it comes to the price, you'll get the base version with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of ROM for around $385. For the double amount of ROM, you'll pay $60 extra. When compared to the last year's Mi Note 2, that's actually not that bad, and I'm really considering buying this phone. And for the last, of course, they saved the main course, the Mi Mix 2. Now everyone who follows the technical world knows the story about Mi Mix. With that device, Xiaomi set the trends for 2017 for the other manufacturers. It was the first phone with almost bezel-less display. This year they polished and matured their flagship Wonder phone. First, the Xiaomi followed the waist trimming trend of 2017. The phone has now the aspect ratio of 18:9, and with the shrunken display size, which now stands at 5.99 inches, it should be much more usable with one hand. Another area where they made upgrades is the camera section. Well, it's not gonna be the best camera phone of 2017 for sure, but with its new Sony IMX386 sensor, it should perform much better than the last year's Mi Mix did. when speaking about the build quality, Xiaomi has stuck to its proven flagship grade ceramic material. And maybe the most controversial part of the last year's phone, the piezoelectric device that vibrated the whole frame to produce the sounds, is now replaced with conventional unit. And the most important thing for the whole world is that the phone supports now 43 different bands. So you're able to use the phone in most countries now. The launching price of the phone should be around $500 for the base version with 6GB of RAM plus 64GB of ROM. There are versions with 128 and 256GB of RAM as well. And of course, I forgot to mention the phone rocks the Snapdragon 835 flagship processor, so speed isn't an issue. So the Mi Mix 2 is much more polished and major product than the Mi Mix was, and it's ready to compete against the likes of Samsung S7 and the iPhone 8. So thank you for watching the video. Oh, and another thing I forgot, I'm wearing those two for a week. It's the Mi Pen 2 and Xiaomi Amazfit Pip. I'm gonna make a comparison review of those two. So if you want to stay tuned, please push the subscribe button, press the like button, and thank you for watching. Oh, and those devices I described, they're on pre-sale on GearBest already, so I'm gonna post those links below.